5 tips for the photographer. And I'm not talking the new photographer. I'm not talking the person who's been doing it for 3 years. I'm not talking to the person who's been doing it for 30 years. I'm talking to everyone. This is all from my own personal experience. So I'm going to start off with, if it's charged, charge it. You might think that your camera battery is fully charged, ready to go. That's great. But what if it's not? I am the master of putting things off. I will pack a bag for a shoot 10 minutes before I need to leave. And then all the way there, I'll be thinking, did I put this in? Did I charge that? Have I got a memory card? More than once, I've had to pull over, open up my bag, make sure everything's in there, just so that settles me, so I know what I'm doing. So if you think it's charged, especially if you've got multiple batteries, if it's charged, make sure it's charged. Memory is cheap. I use in my cameras as a standard SanDisk Extreme Pro 64 gig cards. In my camera, a 64 gig card will give me about 1100 photos. So it's dual card. So I've got over 2000 photo space on there. So I keep 2 cards in my camera. I keep a card in my camera strap. I keep a card in my wallet. I've always got, regardless if I don't have my camera with me, I've always got 1 card on me. You never know when an SD card is going to come in useful. Especially if you've been shooting and you've taken it out to dump the photos to your laptop, to your computer, and you forgot to put it back in. Nightmare scenario, turning up to a shoot with no card. But if you make sure you've always got a spare, no problem. Also, with backing up photos, keeping external hard drives is, for me, vital. I don't want my actual laptop getting clogged up with shoots and shoots and shoots, especially if I'm knocking out 2 or 3 a week. That's going to be a lot of memory and it's going to be slowing down my laptop. I always dump and I work from external hard drives. So I've always got 1 external hard drive that I keep with me at all times. That is my work one. So every year I'll get a new one. I've got a backup that I keep somewhere safe. I've got a second backup that I keep somewhere safer. I also have a little thumb drive that lives on my car keys, which has got all of my edited delivered photos on. So I think that was 128 gig. I think it cost me like 15 quid. It lives on my car keys. So I've always got deliverables there and ready. If somebody, and it happened recently actually, someone from a shoot a month ago was like, oh, I didn't download these from the Dropbox. Can you send them again? And I was at work, so I had my laptop. Like, yep, no trouble. Give me 20 minutes. Bang the little thumb drive in, put them onto Dropbox, sent to the link, she downloaded it. Awesome. These hard drives, I have masked quite a few these days, but memory is cheap. Losing photos, especially from a paid job, is not cheap. Timekeeping. This is a big one. I work to the rule, 10 minutes early is 10 minutes late. And I've had this rule for years and years. I was shooting with a band in Bristol probably a decade ago. So I live near Birmingham. It was a 2-hour drive to Bristol. It took me 3 hours. But I'd set off 4 hours before I needed to be there. I would happily rather wait and sit around for 45 minutes to an hour and make sure that I'm there and on time and ready to go, than having to be like, I'm so sorry that I'm late, come on, and then rushing and everyone's in a panic. And it's just bad luck, to be completely honest. Timekeeping is such a big one. If you're meeting a model at a studio or if you're meeting them on location, don't really want them standing around somewhere potentially dodgy. on their own, might not be able to get into the studio. If you've booked it, you might be in contact with the studio owner, so they can't get in touch with them. So timekeeping is imperative. I always think it's better for me to be waiting around than for the client to be waiting around. Play music when you can. Chances are if you're shooting on location, you're not going to be able to walk around with a boombox, showing my age, with a speaker and shooting at the same time. So that might not be possible. If you're in a studio, however, every photo studio I've been to has had a good, if not great, speaker system. You can Bluetooth to it, take an iPod or a memory stick or something. One thing that I make sure I do is ask whoever I'm shooting what they want to listen to, because my music may not be their music, and I want them to get into a vibe. I want them to be relaxed. I want them to be comfortable. I'm quite lucky. The fact that I like everything from Strapping Young Lads and Metallica and Lamb of God to Taylor Swift and Olivia Rodrigo and everything in between. So I'm fairly set for whatever we have on. Your model might not be the same. So ask them what they want to listen to, get them feeling cool, and you'll get better shots. Document everything that you can. This started out for me with an end of shoot selfie. So when everything's done, yep, that's cool, bang, get a selfie, can put it online. It's a nice little memory. Then I started off, if there was an outfit change on the shoot, and every outfit selfie. So might have, we'll use Ray's shoot, the black and white suit, then the blue suit. I've got selfies with both. And it's just a really cool way of sort of, I was also there, because yeah, the photos are going on my social media, on my website, that I'm being tagged by the model or the band or whoever I'm working with. But it's a nice memory for yourself to have, and then you can look back over your selfies on your phone through the year. Oh yeah, look how many cool shoots I did this year. And it is really fun. Now, being on this channel, watching this video, you may have seen I've actually started vlogging shoots as well. So I've stepped it up to the next thing, and I'm really happy about it. I have gone back and watched the shoots, and it's really cool to have these interactions recorded. Like the one with Holly, I've known Holly for going on 15 years now. Ray I've known for like 5 or 6 years. Lauren I've known for 8, 9, 10 years. And it's just a really cool thing that we never get these sort of memories. Photos are great and photos from nights out, but I'm really enjoying vlogging these shoots. And where possible, I recommend you do too.